that being said, there's a lot of gray areas in this, and families is a broad term, which is why I say kids and their parents. Um, yeah, I would say young kids and their parents generally. A lot of these films aren't specifically appealing traditionally to, say, a 25-year-old college student, but a lot of that is changing. So, key contemporary examples would be things like Finding Nemo, Enchanted, Paul Blart, Lego, Night at the Museum. Um, we have a lot of gray areas in this now, and part of that reason is that maybe in the 80s and the 90s you really had movies that were very specifically for families, such as something like Doctor Dolittle or Cheaper by the Dozen, or Jingle All the Way, Home Alone. But now, more and more of these quote unquote family films are blending over with what we call four quadrant films. Four quadrant films is Hollywood jargon for big blockbusters that appeals to everyone. I think I use the term all the time, I forget with adults and kids. Um, Finding Nemo, we could call it a family movie. I mean, it's got to be, right? Just on the sort of like eye test. A father, tracking down his son across the ocean. It's fun, it's animated, it's anthropomorphized. Like, how can that not be a family film, right? At the same time, like, it's one of the most, profitable movies of all time. Everybody went to see that movie, not just kids, college students, single people, bachelors, people on dates. Um, a lot of uh, uh, sorry, I'm going to go back here. A lot of the sort of family film genre is sort of becoming a gray area because studio audiences now, and they want to appeal to everyone. Certainly, there's still some things that appeal to very specific audiences. We still have, horror movies. Well, yeah, I don't even know if the teen movie is still alive. We could argue that, quote unquote, the chick flick or the urban film do target specific audiences, but those are becoming very few and far between compared to the vast majority of projects being, okay, this is for everybody. So that's why I put the friendly in parentheses, because the family film is a bit nebulous right now, and I want to be able to talk about movies that go outside of necessarily like right down the middle, like Spy Kids. That's a family movie, right? Um, some gray area examples I want to talk about: Harry Potter, Pirates of the Caribbean. Um, Basically, I would personally argue that those are not family films.